Welcome to this overview of Transcriptive 3.0. This is going to show you how to get started once you have Transcriptive installed and licensed. For starters, you're going to want to dock the Transcriptive panel into one of your panel groups in Premiere if it isn't docked already. It works better this way versus being a free floating panel, so we recommend dragging the tab and docking it in your Premiere workspace whenever possible. The first thing you're probably going to want to do is create a transcript, so click the account icon in the top right of Transcriptive and make sure you're signed into your Transcriptive account. Make sure the autoload switch is turned on as well. If you want to transcribe a video or audio file or multicam source, switch the clip mode switch on and then select your file in the project panel. You should see no transcript and then the name of the clip, and you can click Transcribe to start transcribing it. If you're transcribing a sequence, switch off clip mode and open the sequence. You can set in and out points in the sequence if you only need to transcribe a specific section, and then click Transcribe. This shows you the length of the file and the cost of transcribing it, and if you have any minutes or prepaid balance, you'll see those here as well. Transcriptive AI and Transcriptive Speechmatics are both cheaper options. Transcriptive AI Premium is a more expensive option for transcribing, but it returns a more accurate transcript that needs less editing, especially if you're transcribing lower quality audio. Make sure the correct language is selected and then click Continue to submit the job. Transcriptive opens Media Encoder and processes and uploads the file, and then transcribing starts. I'm going to speed this process up for the video, and you'll see this animation in the panel while transcribing is in progress. And then once it's done, the transcript will automatically return. This transcript has timecode for each word, so any words you click, it'll jump to that point in the video, and the highlight in Transcriptive will move in sync with the video.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman Green.
If you have an existing transcript that you want to import, select the clip or sequence that you want to import to, click Import at the top of Transcriptive, and then select the type of file you want to import, and select the file. I'm going to import this text file. Transcriptive tries to identify any timecode and speakers in the transcript when you import it. But if you wanted to have exact timecode for each word, you can run an alignment after importing. Click Transcribe and change the drop-down menu to Alignment. Alignments are free if your text and audio are in English. To align in another language, you're going to need to use one of the AI speech engines, so select one and then click the checkbox next to Align Current Text. Once it finishes processing, you'll have your imported text synced up with your audio.
I believe systemic risk is a key concern.
If you transcribed a sequence with Adobe's text panel, you can import that into Transcriptive by creating Captions and exporting an SRT file. And then in Transcriptive, click the top left menu and select Import Adobe Transcript and select the SRT file. This imports it and automatically starts aligning it in Transcriptive. Once that's done, the transcript will be synced with the sequence word for word. If you have multiple files to transcribe or align, you can use batch transcribing from the Transcriptive menu. Batch Files opens a browser that lets you select which files you want to transcribe. Batch Folder has you select a folder and then transcribes all of the media files in that folder. And Batch Project transcribes everything you have selected in the Projects panel. Then you'll see the total length and total cost of everything, and if you click Continue, they'll all start processing. You can use transcripts that are transcribed or aligned with Transcriptive to find specific words or phrases by searching for them in the search bar. And click through them to jump the playhead to their locations.
Economy, protect their currency, and protect their...
Transcriptive users also get the PowerSearch panel for free, which lets you search the entire project for words and phrases. Clicking on one of these results opens that clip or sequence and jumps to that location. To switch between transcripts, make sure autoload is turned on, select the clip in the project panel if it's a video file or audio file, or switch to the sequence you want to load and turn clip mode off if you want to load a sequence transcript. If you're creating captions and subtitles from your transcript text, you can edit the text in the transcriptive panel. You can use these keyboard shortcuts to move around the transcript, and then type over the highlighted word to replace it. You can also single-click to place a cursor and use the arrow keys and backspace, like a word processor, to delete, edit, and type new words. If you don't want this text to be editable, click the lock button at the top of the editor, and this will disable editing for this transcript until you unlock it. Hover the mouse to the right of a paragraph to bring up the comment, delete, and strike-through options. Comment is a way to add notes to the paragraph. Strike-through and delete are pretty self-explanatory. You can click strike-through to add strike-through to the text in a paragraph, and click it again to remove the strike-through. The delete button deletes the paragraph, and you can undo deletions or any other edits with Ctrl-Z. To change these speaker names, go to the transcriptive menu in the top left and select Speaker Management, where you can add, delete, or rename speakers, and then use the drop-down menus to set the correct speaker. You can send transcripts to another user who has Transcriptive for Premiere or who uses the Transcriptive web app from the sharing menu. Here you can create a web item, which is an online version of your media and transcript, name it, click Create, and choose what combination of media and transcript you want to upload. Click Send to upload the transcript and media. Once it's uploaded, go to the Share tab and add the email address of the person that you want to share it with. They'll receive a notification in the Transcriptive Notifications menu and can import the transcript that you sent them. And if they make their own edits and want to send it back to you, they can open the sharing menu, go to Share, send it to your email address and click Share, and then once you receive that, you'll go to the Import from Web tab. Select the version of the transcript you want to import, click Import, and click Download to download the new version of the transcript. Finally, the Rough Cut feature is a way to use edits to the transcript to create an edited sequence. If you use the strike-through on sections of your transcript that you want to be cut, then click the Rough Cut button at the bottom of Transcriptive, and Transcriptive will automatically create and import a new sequence that cuts out the sections of your clip or sequence that you deleted or struck through. You can see the edits on the timeline where sections were deleted, and the transcript that loads when you open the sequence is in sync with this edit.
And obviously our colleagues have some very important viewpoints that
You won't want to use Rough Cut on sequences where you've already done a bunch of edits on the timeline and added things like adjustment layers or graphics, but it is a quick way to create a rough cut of a long clip using the transcript text. Finally, to export your transcript, click Export at the bottom of Transcriptive to see the list of formats: plain text or rich text, different caption formats, and clip or sequence markers. Each one of these has a different set of export options that you can set before you export your file. Or if you select the marker option, this will create markers in Premiere that contain the transcript text and add them to your clip or sequence, which is a way you can make the transcripts usable by someone who doesn't have Transcriptive. A caption file like an SRT can be brought back into Premiere and then added to a timeline to create a caption track. We have some more in-depth tutorials on different aspects of Transcriptive on our website, digitalanarchy.com. You can also go to the Digital Anarchy YouTube channel, where we have playlists of tutorials for all of our plugins. And if you want a free trial of Transcriptive or have any questions, send us an email at cs@digitalanarchy.com.